Testing. Haha. Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. Hey, why is my this audio not working? Am I not doing anything? Uh, so weekend time. Uh, gonna be working this weekend on. I'm looking into making a new intro, cleaning up the old one now that I've learned some tricks in the last couple videos. And then I want to do the second episode, but to be honest, it's early in the morning and I just want to go get blown up again because that was fun. Um, so I think I might start doing that a lot. Um, uh, Whenever I just want to play, you know, um, because I have my Amanda Rose character, who can make me ISK, and I can transfer that to my William Pilgrim character, which can get blown up a lot. And then I have my um, uh, other character for my storyline missions. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to roll in with Mr. William Pilgrim here. Let's unbox how many skill points I can get today. 15,000. Pretty cool. Okay. So also have a banana because that's my breakfast until I feel like making breakfast. And I got my mug. So planning wise, going forward, if I am PvPing, it's going to be the Eve mug. If I am relaxing and making videos, I'm going to use one of the many mugs. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's get blown up. So the idea here is just to have fun. And what I can do is, you saw the last episode I got blown up there. I made a really quick fit the episode before that. Um, I think I'm still in Losec. Yeah, I'm in Vard right now, so I need to fly to a hub most likely and grab something. I'm thinking I want to do the old rule of I need to fly the same ship a bunch of times to get blown up. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. I read this years and years and years ago. They say if you want to start in PvP, go out and, well, before I start talking, let's save some time here. Rens. It should be fairly close, I think. Yeah, 4 jumps, cool. They say buy 10 of the same ship, go out and get blown up in them. Or fight, get into 10 fights. Try to it will get you over the fear of losing your ships. I think that is one of the major fears that holds people back from uh, moving from a PvE style to a PvP style. Because when you start off in the game from the get-go, um, you if you start with PvP, you're used to it. But if you go the PvE route, my idea, or the mining route, or the production, or anything other than PvP, you have an investment, and that investment then is put on. It's kind of like hoarding in a way. You got your stuff, and you don't want to lose it. Where people who start off with going PvP, they don't have their stuff. It's all about getting more stuff that can get blown up. So the transition, I think, is hard for somebody who is a PvE styler like myself. So the general rule is you need to break that cycle. And one trick of that is to just go spend the ISK on 10 cheap ships, or at least a good number of them, and you're going to do poorly in PvP. The only guys that you're going to be able to take out, if you're doing one-on-ones, are guys who are either farming or guys who are in the exact same state as you. But most of the guys out here will have some form of talent with PvP. So you need to get used to learning from them. So I'm going to start trying to do that a little bit more. I'm thinking, I kind of think of it as like a kitchen sink PvP episodes. Whenever I just feel like jumping in and playing, I will play obviously other times when I'm not recording. And I can easily now, with my other character, Amanda Rose, make enough ISK to fit out a 5 million ISK slasher or something like that, and just transfer the money over to William Pilgrim. I could do that in literally like 10 minutes in a asteroid belt out in Stain. So that is not an issue. Now down the road, as you get better, um, you can start upgrading your ships. One other thing I can do, if you watch my episodes a while back where I was in Tom and a couple other ones, with like William Pilgrim, I could be in a faction warfare area or a PvP area and scavenge parts from other dead bodies, dead ships, and slowly build ships that way. So that might be kind of cool. So, so we're almost to Ren's here. So I'm thinking, what I want to do is uh, make another slasher, probably very similar to the one that I had before. Um, and it held up longer than I thought it would. Now, maybe I was fighting two guys. Now, I haven't actually watched the video since then, um, and I need to. That is another thing. If you want to get better at something, you need to look at what you've done. Uh, but it went better than I expected. I really expected to die within a couple of seconds, and my my tanking held up. The one major failing that I had was that I didn't have a different type of ammo once I got through. Because normally, if something is, um, if you ever look at actually, I should be able to show you here. First off, where we at here? Rens. Let's back up there. Good, good, good. Minimize that. Good. Close that out. Good. Okay. Um, when and I'll pull up my fit here. Just well, this is my capsule, so it doesn't matter. Um, but it is actually a good example. So a lot of times a ship will be shield tanked one way toward explosion. Notice how that goes up, and um, armor tanked the opposite way, going to the other side. So if you're able to get through somebody's tank of one, it's probably going to flip to the other. Now, normally they're tanked in a certain way. And I remember in that video, I was able to get through my target's tank, his shield tank, but then I was doing very little damage onto his armor tank. And one big bonus for flying Minmatar ships is that um, they the not just Minmatar ships, but they focus on projectile weapons. And projectile weapons have two major bonuses. Um, they don't take much capacitor to use, if any, as far as firing them. And then number two, you can change the type of damage that you're doing a lot better. Uh, and if I'm wrong with this, please tell me I'm wrong with this because I'm not a PvP guy, but it's just coming from my PvE side. Whenever I used to try to focus on how I want to kill rats. Um, so the best way to explain it is like hybrid weapons can mostly focus, if not only focus, on EM and thermal damage. That's it. They don't do kinetic or explosive. Whereas projectile ammo can do all four ranges. So the mistake that I think one of the mistakes that I made in the last episode was once I got through his shields, I should have probably tried to switch out into a different ammo that did the opposite type of damage. And maybe that would have got me more damage. Would have won the fight? Definitely not. But it would have given me practice on switching out that ammo, which I am very bad at. And your best PvP players that I've watched are very good at. They're very good at switching out drones. They're very good at switching out their types of ammo, watching their ranges. So I'm going to try to just focus until on the ammo side of it because that's what projectile weapons are for the next couple of guys, and get that that uh, uh, you know, the you don't know the muscle memory of doing that so I don't have to think about it. And that's another part, not having to think about things. You can think about things when you're PvEing. You've planned it out, you're doing it. With PvP, you're kind of having to see what that guy's throwing at you at the time, I think. So very rudimentary. This is going to take months for me to actually get even semi good at, if not, if I ever am. Uh, it might be like golf for me, where I will never be good, but I still love trying to play it. Um, so I think one summer I really, really practiced and got okay. Maybe that's where I'll get here, but I still love the game. So I like any games. Let's see what we got going on here. So let's get ourselves we're going to do basically the same thing that I did before. Well, actually, I think there's a way that I can pull up the fit that I died in. The other thing I need to do is actually send the video of my death to the guys that killed me. I will start doing that. It can be their trophy. Uh, so let's see here. Interactions, if I remember correctly, kill right. So there's my slasher there. And oh, did I get killed by save? I did. I didn't know that was, but it's sa.fe. Yeah, okay. Safe Safe Dot is your ganking group or your grief. Not, they're not griefers, they're gankers. Um, cool. Nobody in local. Accusators. Cool. So I had my fusion ammo here. Some light prototyped autocannons. I need to have the warp scrambler on there to hold somebody down if I am winning the fight. I went with the shield tanking. Um, with Afterburner as my. I seem to be able to hold my range, but maybe they wanted me to hold the range, so that's cool. Um, Now, whether or not the inertial stabilizers helped, or if I should have gone with another counterbalanced compact stabilizer, I don't know. Um, Need to get more ammo. Um, so this I could change out, but I think I'm going to go with this again. Um, And then the burst aerator here, this is where I messed up a little bit. So if I want to go with more damage, um, then I can only have 2 rigs because the aerator and the collision blah blah blah, whatever it's called, cost 200. And that, if you watch the last video, that's where I made, or 2 videos ago, that's where I made a mistake there where I was trying to fit those on. So I ended up going with the faster ship with better shield. So I tanked myself out a little bit more. But is that why I survived longer? That's the question. Um, so I kind of like going with this, but then the second question is, do I not go with the shield small EM reinforcer, or do I leave EM as open and try to boost up the other 3 and hope they don't hit me with EM damage? And so that's a tough one. Probably best to just go with what I've got here. Um, the shield hardener actually helped out, and that was a multi one there. Well, the shield hardener would bump me up. If I went with more damage, so if I went with 2 rigs to get me more damage, and the multispectral hardener is there. Um, Need more ammo. So the fusion is my explosive. So I think I want to go on the opposite end with EM on that side. Short range. I think we'll go ahead and keep this up. So market details. Buy that. Actually, can I just buy everything here? Simulate. Buy all. I can. So I can just buy all of this. Let's just check it out. in station. We'll see how much it costs total. Now, I'm not getting the best price here. Big thing here when you do something like this is I'm not getting the best price. This is where your market traders make their money. But what I can do, so I want to get rid of, is look at the differences in market price on these. And now, if the percentage is there, a high one, but it's still within my pocketbook range, who cares? It's kind of like I'm on vacation. You know, ooh, the soda cost me $5, but I saved up $1 million before I went on vacation. So $5 instead of $3.50 and driving to Costco to get one, if, you know. Um, so it's worthwhile there. Whereas the slasher, if the slasher was 3 million ISK versus 399, this is more expensive than it should be. But is it worth my time? Not really. So now I will say this: I don't need. I'm gonna dump the Fusion, not because it's overpriced, just because I want to buy enough of both, and I want to look at those types of ammo before I leave. So we'll do that. And then got the slasher there. That's cool. Multispectral 286. Probably overpaying for that, but don't really miss it. But that was kind of important when I did it. During warp stabilizer, that's only 22,000. So it's going to cost me about 2 million ISK. I'm probably overpaying by about 500,000 off the top of my head for this, but I'm okay with that. Anything else here? I think I'm in good shape. Okay, so we got everything. Um, let's get her up and running. Slasher, assemble ship. This will be change name to number 2 because the first one died. And we'll go ahead and get in that. I guess I could have fitted it. So, good. And I am not saying this is it. Let's pick ourselves that. Okay, inertial stabilizer, weapon, gun, gun. The guns are the most expensive. They're the ones. Now, the question is that last slot there I did not use last time, so there is a definite gap there. Now I went with the aerator last time. I still have the collision accelerator. This time I could go with both to do more damage. Let's simulate this. Well, first I need ammo. So we're in. Let's see. Need ammunition. Oops. It's been a while. Hardware. There we go. And then holes and fits. Drones. There we go. Okay. And charges. Clear that off. It's the only thing I don't like is it keeps that stuff up. Okay, so let's go with projectile ammo. This is where I was saying earlier, and I'll just show you, like the fusion that I was using before. Now that does me 73.6, 76.8. Now this is just a simulation. One of the guys asked me, why didn't you do a simulation last time? Try it out, and I can use some third-party things to test things out. I was just trying to fly out there and have some fun. This is kind of like the next level. See what I did wrong, see what I can do a little bit differently. Um, so, and I think he said he uses EMPS, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see, that's the opposite. It has a little bit of these two, but it does have some EMP, whereas the fusion does my explosive damage and kinetic. So I'll probably get some EMP just to throw it in there. Although, is that my close range? Remember, I'm just brawling and punching somebody in the head if I can. So, description, small, reduced optimal range. Yes. Okay. So, um, and then I think it's the opposite. Small reduced optimal range. Okay, so EMPS is kind of the counterpart to your Fusion S. So now, Fusion S with my current fit here does 76.8. If I were to drop on a um, burst aerator, which increases my rate of fire, jumps me up to an 84.2. If I go with the collision accelerator, it gets me up to 91.8. Before, um, without the aerator, I was doing the 84.2. Okay, good, good, good. So the question is, notice here, when I put this on, it fills up all of my calibration. I can't put a third one on here. That's what I made a mistake on before. I'm going to unfit that. The option here is going from 91.8. I'm going to destroy that. And then, yeah. If I throw on my EM shield boost with um, the inertia, this is the thruster that increases my speed. See, now I can actually fit 3 on here. This helps my EM shield. It gives me 30 extra, which fills that hole. It fills that gap that I've got. Now, if somebody's not hitting me with the EM, that doesn't matter. And then my auxiliary thrusters increase my speed from 516 to 553. If you think about it too, if I've got the afterburner on, it's going to increase my overall speed by about 100 meters per second when I have the afterburner on, because the afterburner doubles your speed basically. There's some, you know, percentages there and stuff like that. So the question is, do I upgrade a little bit of my speed and fill a gap in the EM, or do I remove those out and put more damage on that I'm always going to be hitting for damage, but I have to watch out for anybody who's throwing EM damage at me? Now, the one saving grace with this is that my EM hold there is 60. So for my armor, I do have a decent amount of EM damage protection there. I'm going to go with this because I did it last time. We're going to try it out and see how it goes. I fought 2 guys. Maybe I'll do a little bit better if I can find just 1 guy. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I like it. Another option would be throw on some more thrusters. That's an option. To go faster, get that transmission up. So let's go ahead and throw on our booster, our multispectral, our warp, and that. Good, good, good. Oh shoot, I'm still in a simulation. I am sorry. Let's do this again. The real fit now. So shield booster, warp disruptor, scrambler, and EM, or I'm sorry, multispectral, and then I'm gonna go with the aerator again. I could go with the damage bonuses, but I'm gonna hold off on that. So that's there, that's there, that's there. Could have probably just fit it all. There is a way that you can set up a fit, buy a bunch of the same items, click, click, you're fitted up, ready to roll. Maybe I'll do that in the next video. Um, this I'm just kind of having fun with because I just woke up. Okay, you guys have any idea what I might want to do for that 4th slot? It can't be missile based. I really don't know what would be good for PvP, so fire away at me in the comments. I'm sure I will be doing this a lot more. I think I'm going to swing with a slasher for a while, then probably move on to the Rifter. And then I am skilled up into the destroyers as to a level 5 there, so I can do that as well. But we're going to stay Minmatar for a while. So let's buy some fusion ammo and some EM ammo. Fusion. Small. I could go with, and that's the other things. I can upgrade this stuff. I can go with some better fusion ammo, that sort of thing. Um, buy this. 1,000. Buy. But I am resigned to the fact that I need to learn that muscle memory, that brain memory for every action. Whoa. See, that's where you got to be careful. So notice in this station, in this system, the lowest price is 19. So somebody was smart. Remember that multi-buy thing I was doing earlier? If you don't check your percentages, it would have tried to buy that right there, and that's exactly what it's there for. So I might want to do a remembrance on that. So just a jump away in Abaddon, which is on my way, is this one. So I'm going to go ahead and buy 1,000 there. I'm sure it's still more expensive, but I'm not too worried. We'll pick it up on the way. Might not even be able to use it. Okay, so we're going to set our location just so we don't forget to pick it up. Good, good, good. I think we're ready to roll. Let's get back out there. Oh, ooh, almost didn't put my ammo in there. Good. Think I'm good. Hopefully I'm good. Ah, do, 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 do. Picking up some ammo. Boo, boo, boo. Probably could be checking the map here to see who's dying where. It's the weekend, so there should be plenty of dying. Ships destroyed in the last hour. Oop, looks like up here. Uatra. Oh. Osagar. So Amamake, 2 ships in the last hour. Not a whole lot of dying going on right now. That's interesting. Maybe it's just early in the morning. People are getting up and getting the ships ready to get blown up in. What I'll do is, there we go. I'll pick this up. I'll fly over to Amamake, take a quick look around, see if there's anybody that I can get a fight in with. If not, then I won't end the video, but I'll end my gameplay in this part of the video and then wait till later on today and just go out and try to shoot somebody. And I'll combine the 2 videos together. Ooh, there's combat. Somebody's combat probing. Oh, sorry. Right off the station too. Always interested to see combat probes. Um, but yeah, so that'll just save some time there. Boop, boop, boop. Part of okay, good there, good there. Okay, so want to go to Osagar and then Amamake. I'm getting used to finding spots to die in. There is a part of me that does want to document how long it takes for me to, let me go in here, Sugar, there we go, jump, jump. I do want to document how long it takes to actually find fights. because of the way I play, and I don't have a whole lot of time to play on a work day, I want to get into something and have fun. Now I know there's ways that you could do fights, and I want to do those down the road where I think they're the things that warp you to an arena-ish type area where you can fight somebody. So I'll probably do those at some point. But I want to show just flying around how hard or easy it is to actually pick up a fight. If you watched 2 videos ago, I went out and it was actually kind of hard at times for me to find a spot to get killed at. So there's Amamake. Now the question you might be asking is, why am I going to Amamake rather than maybe Tama or other places? Only because um, I'm just trying to unpause and pull something up here for you. This is running slow. Did you hear the sound go off? Yeah, I'm okay. It's got a couple bonuses. This is a Minmatar-based character. Anybody on gate here? No? Okay, let's warp to Satoyo so we can tether it up. It's near Ren's. This is a Minmatar-based character, so I can go and pick up parts for ships to get blown up in quickly. Ren's is fairly close to Amamake. As you can tell, it's only 3 to 4 jumps away. And Amamake is one of your traditionally one of those areas that does have more PvP action in it. Notice there's 32 people in system right now. Sometimes it's a little bit quiet like it was the other day, but there's also some surrounding systems, but it's not your full tilt PvP area. Now, I may move on and find something better, but so this is interesting. So let's see if anybody is around. We got a Condor here, which is 10,000 off. He's probably, is he tethered up at a state? Yeah, he's probably tethered up over at this Tatara. I'm tethered up at the Satoyo. So number 2, let's get our guns ready. Fusion. Now this is another part too, is you can set your ammo, once you descan an area, you can set your ammo up to maybe focus on that type of ship. They may be tanked a different way, but different races focus on different types of ships, and this is the extent of my PvP knowledge. So, let's see what we've got on our directional scanner here. And we're going to go ahead and pull up our probe. There we go. And we don't have any novice outposts. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, so let's lower our directional scanning and we'll see if anybody is in. Aim the camera. Hello. Why is it not aiming the camera? Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's close that out. That there. And then wait, why am do I need it in tracking mode? Is my brain not functioning right? I thought it was the hotkey C to aim your camera. Okay, while I figure this out, I'm going to pause it so I don't waste your time. I'll be right. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that was my mistake. You can't aim through the probe scanner. I probably need more coffee and that banana that's sitting over there. Don't get any ideas. I'm eating the banana. Uh, Long story short, you can't hit your hotkey C to aim through here at different things. you have to do it through the to aim your camera. Do it. Hold down your C key. See where it says track here, and then click the target, and then I can click on like the small outpost here. It'll change the angle of my camera, and then I hit the hotkey V to descan it with it being at 5%. And see there where it changed up just a little bit, where it says there's a Loki sitting in. Let's get rid of that so it doesn't confuse me because I'm old and dumb. There's a Loki most likely sitting in or outside of that small outpost. So let's change the camera to the novice, see if anybody's sitting there. There is an executioner there. So, an executioner is an Amarr ship that I've used in the past. It is a tackler. Doesn't do. It is a PvP ship. We're gonna fight it as long as he's still there when I warp in. Probably die, but let's plan it out. So executioners, let's just look at it here real quick. And if he goes away, that's fine. I'm going to try to spend a little bit more time on planning out my attack. So an executioner, off the top of it, well, we want to get through the shields first. So it's got better explosive resistances than EM resistances, base, if he hasn't fitted out anything. Then it switches over to EM for the armor. So that's where I would want to switch out my ammo. So I'm going to go with my EM damage first. Okay. Kind of happy that I'm thinking this out. Even if it doesn't work out, you got to learn to do this sort of stuff. Second part being, it is a quick ship. So I need to close range as quickly as possible. I need to get my boosts up and running and lock him down. I don't have a web of fire, so we're kind of the same type of ship going after each other. Good. What's my range? So my range is 6,300 for my fall off range, but I want to get it as close as possible. So I'm just going to warp in and try to get to him as quickly as possible. Let's descan one more time, and he's gone. Ha! Damn it. Okay, maybe he moved on to. You'd see I'm trying. Okay, so we got the executioners outside of that with the Tira, but I've also got those there. It's got all of those different items there. So he may be at the space or not. Now here's another one. Okay, so it's picking up all this stuff here. Now I know that this small outpost is 8.8 away. So I want to figure out if he's there. Now a great example is, notice how this keep star down here is only 2 kilometers away. So if I drop down my range to 10, notice he's out of the range now. Did he go back to the little outpost, or did he just fly right up next to me? That would be funny. Is he there? There's a magnate next to me. So let's, still not there. All right, that's fine. There's a lot of stuff here. Not a whole lot there. See if we can find him here, or if anybody's around. It doesn't look like there's anybody around right now. Just checking out all of these. So there's that Loki there. Let's try that. And the novice outpost just went away. So the novice outpost went away. Here's the thing. Is another novice outpost going to pop up? Now, one thing that I don't want to do is I don't want to sit inside. I talked about this the last time. I don't want to sit inside of a outpost and wait for somebody. I don't want them to dictate to me what to look at my ship. I want to look at them and choose that fight. Now, if I was in there, I could choose the range to start off if I was a kiter or close range. So there's your, in my mind, the choices. I'm tethered up right now, so somebody can't kill me. So they can't choose to fight me. If I go to the site, somebody can sit there and look and say, okay, there's a slasher, and do exactly what I did with the executioner and say, what is a normal thing there? Who is that guy? Do their research and maybe pick that fight. Me being in the um, in the outpost, uh, I can't choose the fight, but I can dictate the range. When they warp in, they always warp in a specific spot, so I can choose where I want to be in that site whenever they land. Do I want to be up close or do I want to be far away? Now, how they react to that is important. So much involved that I don't know about. I'm just talking out of my butt right now. Um, I hope butt doesn't get me banned from YouTube. Buttocks. Um, so let's just, and I was also trying to fill a little bit of time to see if he popped up in another site here. There are so many thousands of things that you can learn to get better at PvP. I've watched guys and they're just so good at this. Um, so let's just aim our camera and try one more time. If that doesn't work, he is gone. I will go ahead and end the video. Well, not end the cut this part of the video so that I'll wait until I actually find a fight. But these are kind of some of the things that are going through my brain while I'm trying to learn this sort of thing. So, alrighty. Well, nobody here. I should be back in a second. Alrighty, so I am now in Vard. There were some fights going on here earlier, but there were too many ships in each one. There was like 4 and 5 ships in each one of the sites. So I took a little bit of a break, played some Long Dark, got some breakfast, got some coffee. Oh, I'm starting to run a little bit low. Actually, I checked back earlier and they were still there, so I'm trying back a third time or second time here. Then I might go back over to Amamake and see what's going on there. Let's check out the map here real quick. See, so we got 1 ship killed in the last hour. Amamake, we got 4 ships. So there's fighting going on in Amamake. How about the rest of these? Ooh, 11 ships in Agua. Now, the question is, are those 1-on-1 and 10 there? So there's stuff going on here. So let's see if we can find something. Wait, Owasa? Sorry, I caught the name Owasa up there, which is a system I lived in a decade ago. Okay, one thing I did do is I docked up at an NPC station because in Vard there is not a player-controlled station that I can tether up in. But before I did so, I set myself up with an undock spot, so whenever I exit the ship, I can almost insta-warp to get off of it. So if anybody's sitting outside of it that I can't see right now, maybe I can get there. So I'll just go ahead and show you that right now. Even if there isn't anybody. The idea with an undocked spot, a lot of people point out I don't use them as much as I should, is basically you undock and you almost instantaneously go to warp because you're already pointed in the direction of your save spot. And you can put it anywhere over, I put it 150 or more away from the station just to get me off so I can get my bearings. Let's go ahead and warp to a safe spot here. Got 32 people in system. Looks like the novice outpost is back up. So we'll see if anybody's there once I stop warping around here. What I'll do is I'll check out these, see if there's anybody I can get that can kill me. And if not, I'll swing over to Amamake, and then we'll swing back over to Agua, see if anything's going there. If not, we'll dock up there and wait for later on today. So let's check out the sites here. Oh, wait. So there's 6 people here, so not really a good fight going on that I can do there. Now, one other thing that I was making a little bit of a mistake on. So if you want to, actually I should put myself in motion here. If you want to, you don't, if I press the C button and aim my camera, that will aim my camera. But if you're just using it, and I'm holding down the C button while I'm hitting this, so it's pointing my camera in different directions. But if you just want to check out a site, I can hold down the V button and click on the site itself, and it will point at it and directionally scan at the same time. There we go. There we go. So we got, well, those don't look like, those are NPCs there, but that is, oh, that's a stellar transmitter. Okay. So on the small one, I've got a bunch of guys sitting there. So these guys must be doing the new mission, or the new expansion that's coming out. So, or it's out, or they're doing the first parts of it right now. So maybe they're doing that, but not really anybody I can fight here. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump over to Amamake, see if anybody's there. I'm converting my shed at home over into a work shed. I gutted it the last 2 weekends, ripped everything out of it, and now I'm framing it out. So I'm kind of, the sun's finally out. The last couple of weeks I've had a lot of rain here because of the hurricane. We didn't get hit by it. We got hit by the storms afterward. But, so I'm looking forward to that later on today. Okay, so let's go to safe spots. Just to be on the safe side. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there are any, there aren't any novice sites open here. We'll still check them, but, so I'm going to hold down the V button. Oh, we got an Atron there. The medium. So an Atron and the medium one. Oop, and a hook, Caldari Navy hook bill. So he just went there. I'm going to go for it. Wait. I don't care. Warp to 20. Let's see. Up. Shoot. So the hook bill, the Atron left. Now the hook bill is there. It's a frigate, but it's a Navy frigate, so I'm probably going to die here. Okay, we're on there. Oops. Activate the gate. Okay, so we need that on. Need to get that ready and that ready. Where is my shoot? See, we're basically doing the same thing here. He's already got me. That was quick. Let's try and get out of here. Okay. Well, that'll tell you that much. Don't take on a Caldari Navy hookbill. made some mistakes. Um, First off, don't take on a Caldari Navy hook bill. But number two, I didn't change my overview, so I wasn't even able to get him targeted. He basically did what I was trying to do. Um, let's get my safe spot here. Uh, so I spent too much time trying to. Yeah, that was bad. But you got to do it. You got to. I'm gonna have to rewatch that later on. Um, so yeah, I'm not even sure what happened there. It was so fast. Okay, well, that's cool. That's all right. I'm gonna let my timer run out here. Um, and if you guys want an overview of the new expansion that's coming out, I really liked it. I just watched this while I was eating breakfast. Let me pull it up here. This guy's doing some really good stuff. Um, just sorry, it's running slow here. Uh, there we go. My history. Just watched it a little while ago, but he does a really nice generic overview of the new uprising thing that's coming out, and I've never really watched too many of his videos, if ever. Whoops, those are the commercials. Thank you. Let's turn that channel off. So this is it here. Not the Disney part of it. I'm gonna skip the ads here. So Loramouth Gaming. Um, Now he did this back in September, I guess. So some of the stuff might have already come out, but it's a nice little uh, generic overview of what the new uprising is. So if you want to check it out, he also does a very nice job making videos. He's much better at it than I am. I don't want to say it's why I got out of making videos. Should probably descan here and make sure I'm not being targeted. Any combat probes? No. Okay. Um, just waiting for my timers to go away. But does a very nice job. If you just want a generic, basic overview, it's why I've gotten away from the whole news thing because a lot of other people who make videos have time to actually research stuff about the news that's going on, and they're much better at it than I am. I'm trying to throw out things about me making mistakes and learning from them with my limited time to play. So, so I'll try to. There's core probe scanner. Okay, no combat probes. Good. Um, but it should be moving at least. Yeah, if you want to check him out, please do. He does a very nice job updating some of this. There's some really good people who make content for Eve. Um, and I'm more going toward either the quick videos where I show myself getting killed or something that I learned very quickly, or doing the long-term um, storyline videos. So, but I will point out anything that I think is really good and filling in a lot of the gaps that I have that are really good. So please check them out. It's really awesome. But other than that, that's all I've got. Hey, fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however you want, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye bye.